Hello, hola, konnichiwa, bonjour, and privyet. My name is Matt, and this video is going to follow our first installment on better art in a week. This time we're going to take a look at shapes, forming shapes in 3D space, and connecting them using the lines that we practiced from our first week. Let's get started.
Okay, everybody, take out a pen, a pencil, a piece of paper, and follow along with me. I'm using Clip Studio Paint as a medium, but it is not necessary in order to practice these techniques. In front of you, you'll see your 5 basic shapes: a trapezoid, a circle, and a sphere, a square and a cube, a triangle and a pyramid, and a rhombus. The left side I have drawn without dimension to show what the basic shape is, while next to it I have added some lines using our understanding of perspective point from the last lesson to create 3D shapes in space. Now this is important because you need to understand how shapes turn and their dimensions at angles in order to actually piece together very good art. With some examples, we can show why it's important to not only understand lines, but to understand how they connect to make overall better shapes and greater shapes. If I draw here a cube, I now have the foundation and the basis for the top of the human torso. How, you might say? Because we're going to use lines and other shapes to connect everything together in order to give you the larger picture. Okay? Now here you can see we have the pelvis, the cage, and the head. Nothing too intense, nothing too crazy. Simply just connecting your basic shapes in 3D space using lines. Now to touch on our earlier lesson about one-plane perspective, you can see here that the lines start at this point. I have a line working in to form a curve here, invisibly. There's a line that operates over the stomach. There's a line that carries down the back. And there's lines that carry down for the legs. All of this will start to become more apparent to you the more you draw shapes and the more you draw lines within any medium, really. The whole point is to train your eye to be able to see the depth that the paper gives to you. So for this week, 15 to 30 minutes a day, simply draw lines connecting shapes. Don't worry about making a figure just yet. Just try to understand how shapes and lines can bend and contort in a 3D space. Right? What we touched on before. Point, line through it. Now you see that it has a sense of rising, but it also looks like it's coming out at you from this way. rid of that little bit there. It's a little easier to see. This is just one example of many. As you can see, there's plenty of lines you can pull out from just this shape alone, from just observing it in its natural space. This is what the understanding of connecting shapes and lines does. When combined with the perspective point, you will be able to pull out much larger, much more dynamic pictures using this technique. So practice this again for another 15 to 30 minutes a day for a week, and I guarantee you, your art will be a lot better. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good luck out there. Bye-bye.